Jacob Warren on the program. Look
Hey,
at
Jacob,
him.
What's up?
Jacob, how are you?
I'm fantastic. Woke up not too long ago out here in coastal Middle Tennessee, visiting some friends. So,
nice.
I'm great.
Well, congratulations signing with the Patriots, a great organization. But I know how hard you worked to get ready. What was the first thing you ate after either your workouts or after you signed, or what was the go-to meal?
I'm actually trying to think. It was great. We had on Saturday, we had it wasn't like no draft party, nothing, but my mom had grilled some chicken and made some broccoli and some mac and cheese and everything. And my dad was there, obviously, and just my brother was there. And it was like a little close-knit little lunch that we had, but it was like 3:30, right? So I was like, okay, I'm not really that hungry. My mom was like, you want to get some dinner to celebrate? I was like, I'm not really hungry. I think that might have been just because of the emotions kind of coming through, whatever.
Did we lose Jake? Let's bring.
Sorry, we lost you, Jake.
Go ahead. The emotions are coming through. Go ahead.
Kick me out, dude. But no, I don't know if I ate a single thing the rest of the night. That's kind of how it felt. I don't know. It felt weird. I wasn't hungry. I was just excited. You couldn't get a smile off my face, and I don't know. It felt great. But
Smoky Mountain Red on our message board says, "Ask how it feels to finally achieve a lifelong goal. Extremely happy for him," is what Smoky Mountain Red says. And what does that feel like? Is it? I wonder if it's settled in yet.
Yeah, that's a great question. I don't think it does really settle in until you're wearing the colors, and I'm sure I'll be up there hearing about it a couple weeks, week and a half. I'm sure, man, the moment I drive into a facility and start shaking everybody's hands and meeting people that I've watched for years and years and years, that are on my team now, right? That I get to call teammates, getting the gear, getting all that stuff. I think that's whenever it'll really, hit me. But still, being able to just reach the level that, I've reached with my career just till now, right? I'm very, very happy and proud of. But thank you for saying that, man. It is special and it's really cool. And I'm sure here in the next few weeks, I'll definitely be able to have a better answer for you.
So Jacob, you're going to play for, or you signed with a team led by a former Vol as a head coach in Gerard Mayo. A couple of questions, just kind of a two-parter one, and then a follow-up. Have you spoken with him yet? And do you feel any added pressure playing for a former Vol or going to play for a former Vol?
One, haven't spoken with him directly. I've spoken with a few people and said we all get in touch early this week. So I assume, next couple of days we'll kind of get on the phone with him and square out some things and just get some figured out. But I definitely think it's cool, man. It's something that obviously now that I am an alumni or whatever, I'm a VFL, as we would call it. It's cool to think about just the future and how connections like that are going to end up keep popping up, and you're going to have really good friendships or relationships, bonds with these people, and you never met them in your life, but you feel like you're already family. You feel close to one another, and again, never met them, but I'm sure that's probably how it'll feel just because of this similarity we have.
I know Jacob's schedule more than I should at times. Like, I'm stalking him because I know when he goes on vacation, because we're lining up the podcast every week. So right. I know you vacation in warm weather spots.
I do.
I hate to tell you, but it's not real warm up in New England. What are your thoughts on the weather?
Well, that's not vacation. That's work. So I think whenever I'm not at work, I'll probably be somewhere warm.
Amen to that. And the heater works, right? As long as the heater works in the car and at your house.
I'll spend extra for the working AC unit. Don't worry about it.
I always ask every player that goes through this, what's it like watching the draft unfold, especially when you might be a mid to late rounder? It just seems like it would be pure torture to me.
It's tough just because, you, as much as you've heard, like I heard the whole process, the whole way through, right? It was probably priority free agent, undrafted free agent. Like, it'll be a post-draft decision, deal, all that stuff,
Okay.
which was accurate, right? But that's what I've been hearing from my agent. That's what I hear from scouts. Like, I kind of knew that that's where I was going to be. But then again, you know, hopeful and you know, it's an exciting time and everything. So you sit there on the couch and you watch, you know, the rounds go by, and you just sit there and just, oh, this could be it. I talked to this team, you know, early on in the process, where I've been talking to them a little bit more recently, and they got a pick here in the late round. Like, kind of get your hopes up a little bit, and then, you know, you just kind of have to remember and tell yourself, just honestly, like, it does not matter when, doesn't matter where. End of the day, it's just a matter of what you do whenever you show up, and if you can affect people and play good ball, and people enjoy being around you, then you have a lot of success.
Jacob, let me ask you this: when you came to Tennessee, there weren't a lot of players in the NFL from Tennessee, not compared to like back in the 90s.
Sure. Yeah.
And now this class appears to be part of a trend where talent is going up. From a recruit standpoint, put yourself in that position. How important was that to you, knowing that a program could get you ready for the NFL?
Yeah. So I guess whenever I was coming out of high school, the players that were just coming out, it was Alvin Kamara, it was Derek Barnett, Josh Dobbs, you know, Jalen Reeves-Maybin. There's a lot of players that, you know, were played in the NFL, right? Cam Sutton, like these players are really, really good players. And I would always get the question whenever I was committed to Tennessee, or whenever someone would ask me, hey, if you got an offer from, you know, XYZ, would you go? You know, you can go to the NFL from there. And I'm like, dude, you can go to the NFL from anywhere, right? And it's true, right? And there's people, like there's a guy from, you know, Holy Cross or something that went the other day, and a guy from Western Michigan. Like, you can go from wherever, it doesn't matter. Like, it's the same way as high school. You know, everybody wants, people nowadays, and this is just my opinion, right? It's whatever. Kids transferring high schools and moving all around and stuff like that, trying to win a lot of games and get noticed, right? I think if you dominate where you're at and you take care of business and handle things that, you know, you're supposed to handle, you know, you'll find a way. And obviously that was the case for a lot of guys, you know, in my class and the past couple classes from Tennessee, is, you know, we handled business, right? And did what we were supposed to do on the field, and just created a good culture in the locker room to where, you know, nobody's got to lie for you, right? You know, we're good locker room guys, and show up and compete. So I think that's kind of not the reason that we've had a lot of success, and we've made a lot of guys have kind of made that next step, but it definitely helps having you know, a program like Tennessee to kind of back you up and develop you.
Jacob, talk a little bit about you. You're going the same place Joe Milton went. Have you guys spoken at all? And what are your thoughts on you and Joe Milton both going to New England?
Yeah, I let the dust settle a little bit on that. I'll probably give him a call later today. I know his two phones are probably blowing up right now, but no, I'll give him a call later and just talk to him, man. It's cool to think about, because rarely does that happen. You know what I mean? Where two guys end up on the same team, and you know, whether that's two guys just from Tennessee in general, right? Like, you end up on a team with a guy with another VFL guy, but for the same class, and us to end up in the same spot is really cool. I'm excited, man. I really am. I know I've talked very, very highly of Joe. I see the comment now in the section talking about, please give Milton some love from the message board. And thank you, Mr. Drinker, for the congratulations. I appreciate it. But nah, man, y'all know exactly how I feel about Joe, and know that I support him 100%. And obviously I have new quarterbacks now too. You know, Drake May was one taken, you know, in the first round. And so it'll be awesome to just see him, right, and be able to be around him still, and just have a familiar face. There's also a kid named, like, he's not a kid, he's older than me, but a guy named Cole Strange was a guy that we maybe have talked about on this podcast before.
Center?
Yeah, I went to high school with him.
Yeah.
He went to Chattanooga, and I went to high school with him, and, you know, we sat really close in the locker room. He was actually the starting tight end my sophomore year, and then ends up moving to guard, tackle, center, and O-line whenever he got to college. But Yeah, last year or 2 years ago, maybe now. Last year. Doesn't matter. Whatever. And so one of the first things I thought about whenever I get the call from them is, oh, wow, I'll be up there with Mr. Cole. So, yeah, a lot of familiar faces, man. I'm excited to get up there and, just be a part of it.
Well, I'm happy for you. I think when I think back on it, you were the very first hire I made with offthehooksports.com. And it was one of the smartest decisions I ever made. You've been incredible for what we do. I can't begin to thank you enough. And I'm rooting for you. I want that Warren jersey.
Oh, yeah.
I want to be up there. I want you to vouch for me when I call about the press credentials. I'm not even joking. But, yeah, Jacob's like, I know you're naughty. Jacob's like,
yeah, you'll text me. I know it.
Jacob's like, I thought you were joking around. You were talking about that damn podcast 2 years ago.
Now it does.
Jacob, be good, buddy. I'm rooting for you, man. We all love you to death, and you did a lot for Tennessee's program, and you're going to be fantastically successful, whether it's the NFL or whatever. And we do appreciate the time.
Of course. Thank you guys as well. It's good to see you.
Thanks, buddy.